Hey everybody, welcome to another drive-through iOS gameplay run-through. Today we're going to talk about BattleLore, and this is called BattleLore Command. This is obviously based on the board game BattleLore 2nd Edition from Fantasy Flight, and we're going to go ahead and just jump right into the game. I will give the caveat that BattleLore 2nd Edition is probably one of my favorite games of all time, definitely of the last few years. Definitely interesting game. This has some different things. I'll just go to the options here. Not a whole lot you can do, just the volume, standard playthrough stuff. You can go to the store. You can see there's going to be expansions available. I'm sure in-app purchases are coming. This has probably more than the base board game has for you because you're not really limited by the number of units that you can, deploy into a battle. It has a campaign. So we will just go and take a look at the map there. And then I'll bounce back out and do a skirmish mode so you can see. You just simply, go around the map. There's a little bit of a story here. So far, I'm just playing it from the Decon perspective. So you can see here, you can get different tasks. And this is a way of kind of introducing the game to you. If you haven't played the board game, definitely go in and do the campaign because it's going to slowly introduce to you new units and things. But for our purposes, we're going to go ahead and do a skirmish. You can see you can do multiplayer land. You can actually replay some of your missions from the campaign here. And so a couple of things to note on this screen. You can actually see the CPU side is over here, and you can switch between the two factions. And there are, let's see, there's like 5 different scenarios that you can go through. Let's do Strongholds. And you can see the 50 up here at the top. This is basically the number of gold pieces you have to spend and deploy for your army. We'll see what that means here in a second. So it's a tactical skirmish combat game in a fantasy setting, obviously. And it's based on the Command and Colors system, but there are some significant changes between the app here and the board game itself, although it does maintain sort of the feel of the game. So this particular scenario, as you can see, there's 2 strongholds, one on the left there and one kind of coming up on the right, and we have to get in and destroy that and basically sit inside of that thing. So now I've got the ability to deploy. You can see the green spots here. These are all the spots I can deploy my units, and then the Uthuk on the other side is going to be deploying units there, and they have their stronghold over there, and I've got mine over on that side there. So got a few different unit types here. I'll kind of quickly go through these. Here's your basic infantry. You can see the stats above there. We've got the gold piece cost, and then the movement ability, the attack ability, basically the number of dice they roll, and the number of hit points, which is represented by the number of figures in their grouping. And then you've also got the 2 special abilities, Pursue 1 as well as Superior Tactics. I'll talk about more of those when I get into the gameplay. And so we've got an archer unit here. A couple of abilities, we've got a cavalry unit here. These are pretty nice. And these golems are pretty cool. These are like your big beefcakes. And then we've got the rock warrior here, and this is a flying unit with a sort of a pilot on top. And the interesting thing about the app here is I could, if I want to deploy a whole bunch of these warriors, and you would have to buy, let's see, how many can I deploy here? So I can deploy 6 of them, which would require you to purchase 6 copies of the base board game to have access to. So it would not make a very good army if you had 6 of these. So let me think about this a little bit. I like to have some archers. I'll put some, let's say, over here, sort of in front of the fortress to, sort of snag anybody approaching. I'll put some golems here. Let's see. I'm going to put 2 over here. I'm going to put 2 cavalry units there. I have to have a rock warrior. We'll put him there. That means I've got 10 more points to spend. What should I do? I'm going to do another 2 archery units there. I don't have any melee infantry units, but I'm just kind of doing this off the top of my head here. A little bit different. Let's just go for that and see what it goes for. So now, boom, magically, his army units appear. He's got a few different types of units there, which we'll talk about when I do combat with them. So first we're going to go into the lore phase. I'm going to get one lore point there. You can see that. That's your match abilities. And these in the base game obviously are represented by cards. So it said I got 2 lore abilities, and you can see there they are there, or I can zoom out and we can see all of these. You can have 4. Every turn you get 1 lore point plus a new lore ability. And these are different for the different armies. So the Uthix has a whole different set of these. I'll go over those as we get into them. So every turn you get 1 of those and 1 of the cards. And now we're going to go into the command phase. Well, normally you get a hand of these cards here, and you can see these are going to allow us to deploy units in the different flanks. You've got 3 different flanks there. You've got a left flank, a middle flank, and then a right flank. And this obviously is saying, hey, deploy 3 units in the right flank. Or we can do this one here to deploy 1 unit from the center and 2 units from the right, all the way over here, where we can deploy 3 units or move and activate 3 units on the left-hand side. Now the different thing about this is once you use these, so let's pick one to use. I tell you what, let us just kind of move up. What should we do? All right, I'm going to do 1 in each. So I'm going to deploy that card. So I can activate 1 troop in each. So I'm going to deploy him, and then I'm going to deploy in the center. I'm going to deploy the other cavalry unit, and you can zoom in and stuff. You can see that there. You can get a good look at, the graphics are pretty nice for a board game anyway. So we're going to go back out here. So I'm going to deploy those 2, and I'm going to go ahead and move up a set of archery units. So I've selected those. So we're going to go ahead and activate these, and then you can go between the ones you've selected. You can see in the lower left-hand side, you can see, oh, these are all the units I've activated. So you can choose the order that you want to move them in. So we're going to go ahead and move him up here. Then it'll deploy there. These cavalry units can actually move a little bit further. So I'm going to move him up behind these rocks and behind this tree. And then I'm going to move him into a sort of support role there. The cavalry is nice because it actually will support other units attacking anything that the cavalry is adjacent to itself. So I'll explain that more when we get there. So I've moved everybody. I'm going to move on to the next phase. This is where I would do any attacking, because you've got to move everybody and then attack with anybody that has a target, but nobody obviously is in range. My archery has a range of 4. You can see that here. So you can see range 4. And they have a cool ability where if I don't actually move them, they actually get to attack twice, which is pretty cool. But we'll go ahead and give the Uthik their turn. And so what's he going to do? He's going to, so he got his lore. You can see in the upper left-hand corner we've got his abilities. So he did, well, it's sort of backwards to me, 2 on the left and 1 on the middle. So he's moved in his dogs here. And so he's going to attack. So this is actually dice rolling. A sword equals a hit. And now I'm going to counter attack. Any melee attack, which basically means an adjacent attack, you're going to get a counter attack too. And then his infantry is going to roll. They have a cool ability, this frenzy basically kills off one of theirs, which will instantly kill off the target unit. So I'm going to fight back. So you can see he actually rolled a lore token there. So I generated more lore. So what did he do? I got an attack there. So that's flanked. You saw the flank action there because my other cavalry unit is adjacent to it. So if you get your cavalry adjacent to enemy units, then anybody that attacks that unit that they're adjacent to is going to get a little bit of a buff. So back to me. I drew a new lore card, generated some lore. Do I have anything I can pay for? Now you can see the cost there. So I've got Wall of Steel. I could do that, but that is defensive lore, so I'd play that at the end of my turn. So going to the next phase. So now you can see this card here is grayed out. And you can keep playing these until you want to get them back because you're going to run out of options. So if we look here on the bottom left, you've got your commander cards, your wizard cards, and these are once per game. So you can play these once per mission or once per game. And these are going to give you big special attacks with different types of units on the board. But then over here we've got our scout. And when we play this, for example, we play the refresh, we activate one unit, but then we refresh here all of our command cards that we have played. So let's take a look over here. Well, I think if I activated everybody on the right, I can probably do some damage here. So I'm going to activate 3 units. And the interesting thing is this archery guy is going to be within range, and he's going to get 2 attacks, and he's going to get the flanking bonus there. So I'm going to activate him, and I think I'll activate the other one. I'll have to move him. And this guy's probably going to give me more options. So even though he's been reduced in size and health, he still gets the same amount of dice to roll. This is just kind of a way of representing the amount of people left. So we'll go ahead and activate that. He is going to stay still because he's adjacent to all of those units. This guy's going to have to move. Let's see. So we're going to click on this guy, and then you can see there we've selected, and because that red dot is there, that shows you if I'm standing in this position, who do I have range to, and that's showing that this particular unit there I have range to. So I'm going to leave him there because he's going to get 2 attacks, remember, if he doesn't move. And then I'm going to move this other guy. Let's see, over here, he'll have range. But I think if he's there, he's actually going to block line of sight for my other archer. So actually, I'm going to move him in the trees. There we go. And let's see, who should I attack first? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to have this guy. Well, I'll tell you what. This guy actually is going to attack because he can hit twice. And he's going to get flanking. Bam, they're dead. Perfect. Oh, and they get a second attack. That's awesome. Yep. So the order of attack is very important here. So I got 1 hit, and then a retreat. You saw I rolled the flag. If you roll a flag, that basically pushes the other unit away in fear. Well, that's kind of perfect because this actually sets him up for a shot here. Let's see what he gets. A miss, but I got a little lore generation there. And now we're going to have a little melee action there. And he's flanked by the other one. And you can see the 2 retreats are going to actually push him back to the edge of the map. And if you ever get pushed like into, you can see that rock or the edge of the map, that actually counts the hit because there's nowhere for them to go. Now I could, if I want, have him advance. I don't think so. I'm kind of like letting them come to me here. So that's my turn. It says the defensive lore was available. So this is the one I was talking about before. The difference here is instead of playing a card as an interrupt, you sort of play it preventative, and it will tell your opponent, hey, he played a defensive lore card, but you don't know what it is. It's like a little trap he set. So this one says, choose one of your units. If this unit is attacked during your opponent's next turn, half the combat results will become misses. So I could play that. I have a feeling this guy's going to get attacked. How much lore is that? That's only 2. I'll spend it. So I'll put that on him. So if they do attack him, the enemy's information is just going to be that I played a card. They have no idea who I targeted, if anybody. They just know I played one. Let's see if he moves in there. Hopefully he does. So he's thinking about what his command is going to be. Okay, good. So not a complete waste to play that on that guy. I figured they would try to attack him. He's moving a guy over to guard his stronghold. Now we're going to go to combat. Oh, so he's got a lore power he played there in circle. So he's going to die anyway. A frenzy. Yep. I'm okay with that. Because he's got a, let's see, 1 attack. And it made a retreat happen. Okay. Oh, he advanced. That's right. You can take ground. Some of the infantry units, the ones I didn't deploy actually, can pursue. I got a new lore power. This is a nice one. You can see here. Let's see it. This, oops, let me find it. Okay, so if I eliminate an enemy unit this turn, I can gain 3 lore immediately. So that'll be nice. Of course, doesn't cost anything to play. I'd like to go on the offensive a little bit. Let's do this. I'm going to do the 1-2-1. So let us go ahead. We'll move up that archer over there. And we're going to activate. This guy can count as the middle because he's on the line. So I can activate him and him. Okay. Oh, I can do a second one here in the middle. Whoops. So I'll do the rock. The nice thing is sometimes it'll prompt you if you think like you're going to forget something, but there's no way to undo it once you've committed something. So I can move this guy. I don't like this. These guys can kind of die easy. If you see here, he's got 4 hit points, but he's got some extra movement and things that he can do actually after combat, and also he ignores terrain. Normally when you move into these forested areas, you have to stop, or you can't go past the rocks. But let's see, where do you want to go? Okay, I'm going to send him over here kind of as support. That way. He's not really going to do anything. Archer's going to stay put because they're going to get the double attack. And this guy was going to have him move out of the way a little bit, just so the other archer gets line of sight. And then, of course, we'll move him up. I don't know why he's not really defending a lot. I've played this before, and they usually just send somebody over to the stronghold right away. But okay, double attack with our archers because they didn't move, and they're flanked, of course, because of that guy. Okay, not so bad. And still in range. Come on, take him out. There we go. So now I can attack with him. The danger here is that there's going to be a counterattack if I don't kill him. So I'll try to get lucky here. Oh, perfect. I generated some more lore, which is good. And I could advance. I don't think I'll advance. There's no reason for these guys to get on too much of the offensive. And so now his mobility kicks in. I don't see, he doesn't have any other, oh, okay, he's got archers out there. I'd like to get him probably out of line of sight. Move him back to the base. And you can see here I have plunder, so I can gain 3 lore because I killed an enemy unit. CPU is probably going to start shuttling guys over to their stronghold to make a strong defense. Oh, there's another archer unit. He's going to activate them. Their archers are a real pain. And those Viper bite. Yeah, there's the Viper bite. So that's going to trigger a poison. That doesn't actually do anything. But if somebody attacks them and rolls lore, that's actually going to kill them. Okay. But I can get rid of that poison. So let's see. Battle cry. Alright. I got a few things to do here. Let me go ahead and activate everybody on this side. And here's the thing. So once I mark them for activation, I can spend 2 lore to remove poison. There's some other status effects you can remove with that. So I'm going to activate them. They're going to stay still. Same with these guys. These are both in range of their dumb archers. And I guess we can move up one of those. I don't want to move them too far up yet. Yeah, so let's move them up there. And does he does have line of sight on both those, so I'll leave him put. And same with him. And so now we are in the combat phase. It is showing that I can activate Rune Blade, but this is Not going to help unless we're doing non-archery, so he's just going to attack. We get 2 shots. We don't want to retreat him out of range, is the thing. Let's see what this does. No flags. Oh, well. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they're out of range, but we can attack these guys here. I like to take their archers out because of that stupid Viper. And we'll get another attack. And retreat. Okay. No defensive lore to play, so what's he going to do? He hasn't activated his big wide bodies yet. So they're going to sit inside there. You can see the little defense. The building will itself absorb a hit before they have to take a hit. Okay, and these are going to cause a retreat. We should probably jump those guys. Let's see. Starting to run out of... Ooh, enchanted arrows is nice. That lets you attack anybody on the field anywhere. I think what I'll do is I'll switch to the wizard here. I will go to darken the skies. Order 3 archer units. They may make an additional attack, so I'll trigger that. And so we have here 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And we also have here, oops, not that one. Your ordered ranged units may attack any unit. So I'm just going to leave them all straight. So this is going to be cool because they can hit anybody anywhere, and they get a double attack because I'm not moving them, and the Darkened Skies card I played gives them another attack. So we're going to play this for 4 lore. This is going to be, I'll probably miss everything. But, so see, everybody lights up. So what do I want to do? Well, I've got a weakened archery unit there, so let's do him first. So we'll take him out, hopefully. Yeah, of course. 2 misses. Now I can get my double shot. 2 misses. Jeez. My computer knows I'm cheating. And now I get my darkened sky shot. 2 misses. Oh, 1 miss. And a retreat. Whatever. Okay. So now we're going to take the archer out again. I really hate their archers. 2 misses again. Really? What a waste. Gosh, it drives me crazy. Pin him, at least. Pin. Okay, 1 more. I mean, this is my 6th shot. And I've killed 1. Well, that's lame. Alright. Try not to cuss on YouTube here, but holy cow. What a pile of crap. You have to be kidding me. Stupid game. I swear to God, if I miss. There we go. Jack wagons. Alright, I'm going to go after the other archers. There's a hit. Oh, Lord, I'll take it. I'm doing good anyway, so. Okay, so he's going to get a turn. I've taken his forces out pretty well. I shouldn't be crying too much about this. See, now he rolled up his darkened skies. Yeah. That was the only unit he activated, really. I think that's the only archer he's got. I don't know why he would play that. I guess you might as well while he still has 1 archer. Yeah, see, that pinned me against the water. So I had to take a hit. Then he had to move up to get in range. I guess I shouldn't be crying too much about that. Well, okay. So now's about the time I want to think about activating my scout. to order 1 unit? Probably not, because I still have some interesting things to do. If I do this 2-1, let's do that. So I'll activate the archer. I need to activate 2 of these guys. I'll do this one and this one. Start to move up the flank a little bit. He's going to move up here. Move him up there. So I can still kind of cross fire with that archer. Now these guys, yeah, I can move them inside there and take a shot at their archers. Just 1 shot. Huh. 2 retreats. That's good. It keeps them off. Because again, you don't really need to eliminate everybody. You just want to get inside. There. Can I shoot them? Oh, can. Alright, that's going to absorb a hit anyway, so it's real tricky to hit them. Alright, that's all the combat I got. Let's see, CPU's turn. What's he going to do? He's not really doing anything too exciting there. Okay. I don't know why you're sending him that direction. I guess you should try to take my tower, my stronghold. This has gone way easy for me this time. I've exceeded my lore power limit because I've gotten my 5th lore card. So I've got to discard 1 here. So I've got this portal one I don't really need. This lets you teleport a unit somewhere. It does come in handy, but it's not really that interesting for this particular scenario because, you know, sometimes it's nice to, you know, drop somebody to a key point behind enemy lines or something. Let's see, that's useless. They're pretty much useless. What if I started moving? See, I don't have anything to activate this left-hand side anymore. So I'm going to switch to the scout. I'm going to play the refresh. And let's move this sucker up. Just the 1 unit. So we'll get him up a little bit higher. Catch him up with his buddies. Nobody's in range. But now all those command cards have been reset for me. And he's done the same. And he's going to take a shot at me. Oh, too bad for you. A little bit of that luck's rubbing off. Oh, so he's going to recover a little bit of... He should have played that before he attacked, I think. I think that gives you a bonus to attack, but maybe it's for the next... Oh, another one. Oh, this is a nice one. This Runic Barrier, you can see I got this at the bottom. That cancels the first lore power on the following turn. I might get rid of this cavalry overrun. I don't plan on really using that. Okay. Well, let's just move 2 of these people. Does he have range there? Yeah, he might. I'm going to do this 2-1. So activate him, and then we'll activate these 2 suckers here. Move him up there. Move these guys up there. And does he have... Doesn't have line of sight. That rock's in the way. But he will there, so I'm going to sneak him out a little bit. Pop a couple shots at these things. What are these things called? Okay. A miss. He can get a little pot shot off there. That's going to get absorbed by the building. Oh, but the retreat pins him. So I knocked one of them down. Defensive lore definitely will play this. This will cancel any lore that they play. Again, just going to tell them I played a defensive lore. They're not going to know exactly what it is. So hopefully they play something you can see it cancel. Uh-oh. That's fine. You guys can come this way. And they're going to retreat me back. And a bunch of misses. Huh. Okay. Ooh, he's dead. That was only a matter of time. Okay. You're really going to leave yourselves wide open like that, huh? Let's see what we got here. That does me no good. That's a little better. I feel like I should do this one. These guys are pretty well. I feel like now's the time for a push, so let's do it. This guy, and this guy. Move him up here. Move this guy here. And he's going to stay put. Okay. Of course he's going to attack. Can I get a shot? Nah. Get him the second shot. I need 2 hits to take anybody out. Yeah, doesn't even matter. Okay. Defensive lore, what do we got? Choose one of your units. All adjacent enemy units immediately move 1 hex directly away. I don't think I have... Oh, this one I can do. Push him back. That doesn't really do me any good. I mean, he makes them have to move them, but that's within their range. This one is your units ignore the first damage result generated against them and gain a movable 1. I will do that. So that's just a little defensive buff for everybody. Alright, and I'll keep my archers alive a little bit longer in the forest there. Alright, so craving. Uh-oh. Yep. A little bit weakened on this side. Okay, 1 hit. And what else? So that helped, because that last lore card blocked it, and I can't hit nothing, so. And these guys are going to miss too. Enemy plays a defensive lore. Okay. Can I win this turn? Probably not. I probably need to take out those big old sacks on the right. I can do 1 in each. 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Let's do the 1 in each. Put some pressure on. So that can trigger him. I can have the rocks attack. And then let's send in this guy. Okay, he's going to move up. He's going to fight. He's going to stay put. And he's going to stay put. Go to attacking. Now let's just see if I can win. Well, not win, but there we go. That's going to block that though. Dang it. There we go. That's good. So stunning. Oh, and pinned him. Oh, perfect. So this guy can't do nothing. He's just going to be sitting there. Okay, so first time I have the rock attack because he's got some more hit points. Oh, great. So he gets to attack first. Oh, that's not so bad. So he's down 2 hit points. What are you going to do? There you go. That was good. That was a good roll. Okay, so we're going to attack them. Of course, he gets to attack first, which is probably going to kill these 2 guys off. Nope. You suck. Yeah, that action where they get to attack you first, man, that's jacked me up a few times. Double shot. 1 hit. Oh, yeah. Ah, oh, that's okay. I can still shoot him because I'm ranged. Move him here. That way just walk right in. Does put him in range of those archers, though. See, I can't undo that. Oh well. That's what I was talking about before. Let's see what we got here. He's going to do his thing. He's thinking. I got these melee guys moving up slowly but surely. Okay. Whatever your opponent uses has increased by 3. Great, he's gonna kill him. Holy cow. He's dead. Poor rock warrior. And he advances. No! Alright. What to do? What to do? Do I go for the win or what? Let's see, what do I got here? Your units automatically generate. I don't have enough for that. Yeah, let's just get rid of... Well... Oh, did I get rid of it? All these are good. I'm not going to get 9 lore. So that's why I'm going to get rid of that. So that's a waste. 1, 2, 1. I wish I could, yep. I've got the wizard ones here. Rune golems, cavalry units, those are already gone. The flying units are gone. If I did the rune golems, that increases their strength by 3. I'm going to do that. So we got those 2. So he's going to stay put. He's going to go around this way. We're going to go into, so this guy's going to wail. So I'm going to also play the Rune Blade, which increases my attack by another 2, and the lore results are going to act as hits. And this guy here. So, God forbid, this guy should do some damage here. How many hits I gotta get? Yeah, look at that. 2 hits. Perfect. And those lores would have been hits. So I can advance, move in there. Defensive lore available, doesn't really matter. Let's go back over here. Okay. As long as he doesn't, he can't beat me now. Because I'm going to destroy this building here. Oh yeah, just walk right in there. 1 hit. Plus nothing. This was down to the wire though. He made a late push. Dope. He's dead. Well, that could have been bad if I had whiffed on that last turn. So, since I was in the building at the start of my turn, I destroyed it. And that is victory. So there you go. There's a skirmish, and there's a decent variety of scenarios, and the skirmish scenario. So it is a good implementation. I do enjoy the way the command cards work, the way the lore cards work. They did a really good job, I think, of setting it up for async. You can see there's no online. You can do multiplayer like LAN, like in the same room. But there's no pass and play. There's no async online. But I think they're going to add that kind of stuff. That would make it super awesome. Some new scenarios, some new units, and all that good stuff. But I think it is a good start at least. So anyway, that's the game. Thanks.